Hello, everybody. This is Matt with Matt and Steve SC. I'm here for a solo cast tonight because it's like 11:30. Steve obviously couldn't make it over. I just got done doing an SC2GG podcast about BlizzCon. I'm excited about StarCraft, and I started watching the first game, this game right here, of this three-set with KaL versus Fantasy, and I got so excited halfway through, I went, you know what, I have to just cast this to share with you guys the awesomeness and epicness that started happening in this game. I haven't seen the end of this game. I don't know who wins. I know this is a best of three. I don't know where this is going to go. I'll be honest, I don't even have tons of research like we normally do as far as the players and stuff go. I just wanted to watch this game, and I figure, hey, if I'm going to watch this game, I might as well share some of the love with you guys. And, if you guys enjoy this commentary, great. If you hate me because I'm not a Protoss player like Steve, so I don't have as many insights and technical abilities into the builds, then you have full right to whine and complain as much as you would like. Of course, for those that don't know, this is the WCG World Cyber Games Korea qualifier that will then send the winners to the official WCG, which is World Cyber Games Worldwide Tournament. So they're holding qualifiers, in all sorts of the major countries, in China and America, obviously in Korea. The U.S. one is going to be happening, I think, in September sometime, although I don't know for sure where. So if somebody has that info, feel free to let us know in the comments, because that would be something cool to check out. I also figured while we're starting this off, I can talk a little bit about BlizzCon and just kind of how awesome that was. I did, as I mentioned, just come off a SA2GG podcast where we were talking about BlizzCon pretty much the entire time. So certainly you can you can go there when they do post that at sc2gg.com, and I'm on there along with Moletrap, Diggity, Sonic Reaver, and even Rhett made a guest appearance. Probably one of the world's best foreign Korean StarCraft players currently. So I could just tell you guys overall, by the way, we do, of course, KaL is the Protoss, starting on the 9 o'clock there, and towards the 6 o'clock we have Fantasy in Terran, obviously. I should mention to you guys that BlizzCon, if you guys have the money to go, and it's $125 a ticket, it sounds like it. I mean, it's a lot. It is a lot of money. What can I say? But it is worth every penny. I actually got something that I'm going to use in a contest coming up. Well, I'll say it right now. For all my subscribers, I'm actually going to be giving away a StarCraft battle chest that is autographed by Savior, Effort, and Sky High from CJ. So there you go. I'm going to give it away now. Actually, I'm not giving it away now, but I'm going to give away that I'm going to have a giveaway. So for any of you guys who are subscribed, it's not done to get subscribers. I'm not going to announce this on any major websites, just mainly for those who are current subscribers, and I'll figure out some sort of cool little contest we can have. Might be something simple like a comment contest. Maybe I'll actually have you guys do something. Who knows? I was going to say it'd be fun to have a StarCraft competition, but then I'd just get beat by the first guy, so it'd be pointless. Anyways, but BlizzCon, you guys, is so awesome. I mean, you get to stand 4 feet from the pro gamers, 5 feet from them practicing, watch their hands. Blizzard actually had a FP view for each player when they're on the main stage. By that I mean they had a first-person view. So, you could watch Effort play and just see how ridiculously fast he is, and compared to, like, Savior and Zero. And I got to let you guys know that Zero was so impressive. He was so creative. He did a build on Coliseum that had 8 queens at one point that he was using to snipe tanks. And I can't say, I mean, that was against Sky High. It didn't work, but it was a really, really close game. All right, we are going to see KaL going to trick his way through the minerals at the top. He's going to try to probably get a scout at the top right, but unfortunately Fantasy is not there. He is on the bottom, so KaL isn't going to be able to get any early information on that. And I apologize, I haven't been paying attention too much to the builds, but obviously there's no sort of rush build going on right now. Both the players are currently just chilling in their bases. Of course, we just have the one gate for Protoss, probably going for going to be going for an expansion, assumingly fairly soon here. But wow, he's going to trick his way through the entire side, and that is a feature of Outsider, which is the map we're playing on, of course, where you have mineral patches around the entire map. and you can trick units through. Every race has a various way of doing it. The Protoss probably has the easiest way of doing it, in my opinion, because you can just make a pylon and then you can simply cancel the pylon if you want. Oh, but wow, Fantasy just, wow, Gosu sense there, knowing that KaL was going to come up from behind. Obviously not able to stop the probe scout, but I'm amazed that he was able to know it was going there, and I'm assuming he should be able to kill a scout off fairly soon. And it looks like Fantasy is going to get a SCV by that first Dragoon out, and he might be able to get that into the base and get a look. No, there is another Dragoon right there, so he's not going to be able... Oh, there was the mischance that helped out the SCV, but he did end up going down in the end. I guess I should talk a little bit. Okay, and Fantasy is going to go for that kind of protected expansion around the back there, which I think is a smart move, and we are going to see KaL, I'm assuming, putting up an expansion fairly quickly, taking out the probe there that was trying to actually escape back through the minerals. That's kind of interesting. And what I was going to say is that, interestingly enough, this is actually a pretty good matchup. I don't know, if many of you guys have followed KaL very much. All right, we have an attempt at attack, but it's going to be warded off quickly by tanks. Fantasy, with pretty standard expansion timing here, able to get the tank out to defend his front door. So no biggie there. We do see the observatory going down first, so we're not going to see any sort of quick Reaver drop or anything like that. For KaL, there is the expansion as expected. Both players putting their expansions in the same locations respectively. What I was going to say, I mean, KaL certainly is a strong player, and what I was going to mention is that he has a very good record. He's like about 61% against Terran, whereas Fantasy is about 61% or about 64% against Protoss, and Fantasy has won, and this is not, of course, counting these games, about 10 out of 12 of his last games against Protoss. He is kind of known as being a Protoss killer, and KaL has won about 8 of his 12 games, 8 or 9 of his last 12 games. So both of them very good, and I mean, we can see, yeah, KaL, he's beaten. Well, I'm not going to give one away. Well, it's been about 2 weeks, so if you haven't been following the rest of the WCG, but in order to get here, KaL did beat Firebat Hero. He has beaten Flash recently, Miracle,